I remembered to hit my button again.
Oh, good. So
Oh,
it
but you
shouldn't
know what
be
I forgot to do? Put the
what?
chat up
Do
so that
what?
I can see them. I forgot to put the chat on.
Oh,
We got 9 people. Hello, everybody. We can't see them. Are you seeing them? I
no, I
don't see.
can't.
Oh, there we go. There's
Arrow.
Carol. Yay.
Hey, guys.
Oh, everybody. Kilm is so Kilm. Oh my God. Hello. You tell who I've been talking to today. Carol. Not to be confused with Kilm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Is very
That's
under the weather today. Kilm, however, is fine.
good.
Oh my gosh. I am so, yeah. I need a nap. I'm so glad to
Mary's
see
watching
everybody.
from
Hello.
McDonald's.
Do what?
Mary's
Oh,
watching from
hey,
McDonald's.
from McDonald's. That's the way to do it. Man, give me one of those. What are the new things? The barbecue, smoky barbecue thing? Oh my God. I love my kids. They brought me one. They should not have brought me one.
Nothing
They
like
don't
getting
like,
addicted.
yeah, one bite, I know it slid straight to my butt. So, huh,
Uh,
I feel
sorry, y'all.
so bad for you. And I feel like a horrible person. I'm like, are you sure you don't want to cancel it, Carol? No, no, I can do this. But yeah, I feel like the Grinch here.
Yeah. Yeah. They bring things
Mhm.
home to me, and then I transmute them into something that's really, really bad.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been so far. Well, I won't say good. I will say it's been an interesting year. How about you, Carol, so far? Well, you're sick, so
What's that?
the new year, how's it been treating you? How
My
has it
house?
been treating you? How have you been doing other than being sick?
Nothing. Nothing.
Well, I know you slept all day.
I've been going through this since, shit. Sorry.
It's okay.
Since Monday.
Oh God.
Oh,
You didn't
yeah.
sound that bad when I talked to you the other day, though.
Yeah. Yeah. I was feeling bad. It wasn't like this.
Yeah,
Uh,
no. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You didn't today. You sound like you were dying. The other day, you didn't.
I know, right? No. No, I just keep
But
making it worse and worse.
I'm going to answer Monique's question. LitCon is now Books and Barbecue. It is still happening, but we have retitled it. I've got to get my booty talking to Tina. That is on my list of things to do first of next week or this weekend, maybe. But yeah, yeah, it is still happening. It's still in October. So please, guys, make sure and it should be on my schedule. I can't believe I've got to go check now.
I
But
know, right?
I thought I had it up, but what was the other one I don't have? Is it
So we got,
Comic Con? There's another major event where I'm like, no, I'll be there, but I don't have it on the schedule. I got
oh,
to update
okay.
my calendar. I'm being bad. It's on my list of many things to do.
There has to be a lead time so we can save money and get on the road.
I know, right?
And order books and all of that kind of thing.
Oh my gosh, we had like 4 cases of books come in today. Unfortunately,
Really?
they're not the books we're wanting. It's not the Ash and Sticks books. It's these books, the backlog. But
Oh, gotcha.
other things that we needed for the store.
Right?
So I love you guys. Y'all are yay.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to do what I
Yeah.
can to get better. Thank y'all.
I know, please, because I feel like again, I feel like a Grinch. I feel like a bad friend. I love to come to New England, especially in the autumn. I want to do Salem again. We need to do Salem together. I had a
Not in
great time.
October. I was there in October. That
Were
might
you
not be.
there?
I was.
Oh, not this year then. Baby, I'm so sorry. You're sick. When were you there? Or did you
Good
drive
line.
through it to Vermont?
We went to Vermont, yeah. We went to
Is that when
Vermont to
you
go
were
to
there?
and visit the folks. And we
Mm.
just planned an extra day in. So we went down to um, Danvers and then drove over.
I had family from Denver some many generations back.
Yeah,
Also,
see?
I don't from Salem many generations back. For those who don't know, I had family on both sides of the witch trials, those who were accused of being witches and those who were accusing them of being witches. Um, I also had what's the other area where the witch trials actually started before they were in Salem? Was it Andover? Oh, I can't remember. One of those places up there. I need to go. But anyhow, thank you, Robin. I'm so yeah. I know Nick playing with Nick and Queen of All Shadows was a lot of fun. I've missed him, and being able to go back in time was a whole lot of fun because you get Ash when he's still got that great play with Artemis, and you know, and I get to beat up Zura and Noir, which I always enjoy. Here we go. Yes, I will gladly sign any books and send them back. Hopefully, they will read you. Been a couple of times where they didn't, and I feel terrible. But yeah, if you look, Deidre, if you look on my website, Sherrilyn, or yeah, there it goes, SherrilynKenyon.com, um, it shows you the address. Vicky, don't kill me because we still have not been to the P.O. box. And Vicky's like, would you go? I'm tornadoes. Yesterday we were, I know you know this. We're having flooding
I
and
love it.
tornadoes. So I have not, I swear to you, I'm going to go though. I have 4 days in a row of sunshine, and I would have gone
Mhm.
today. My brother came by, and I love my little brother. I love my little brother. I had to cook him chili for dinner. And then he went, no,
Ah.
and now he got better. So after I did the chili, he wanted shepherd's pie. And I'm like, really? And then I had to give him that and some leftovers to go home with. I love him. Oops. I know, right? No, as far as I won't, well, I don't think we're going to be in Maryland this year. I would love to. I love Maryland, but it was a little hard on us, and I don't want to kill Carol in spite of her being sick. But you okay?
It was a cute trip.
Yeah. It falls right between DragonCon and well, this year we did GRW, but next year since we're or oh my god, it's this year. This year it falls between
Ta-da!
DragonCon and LitCon or LitCon, which is the new
We done
title for
flipped it.
LitCon. So there's so much we got to do in terms of preparation that oh Maryland, I love Maryland, but it's a long way up there.
I know.
I know, right? I feel for you. I am so sorry. I would love to be there, though. I wanna see that once before I die. Oh,
That would
weird,
be cool. Haven't been
right?
there
Have you
either.
been to Rushmore either?
Hmm?
You've never been to Mount Rushmore either?
No, uh-uh.
Oh, I wanna go. It's on my bucket list.
Yep.
The Kickstarter books and boxes, if you look as it goes by yearofasheron.com, that that
Because you
is
clicked
where,
on it.
it explains what I did was my brain's gonna work, I swear. Um, I combined the Ash and the Sticks, the big Mondo books, which are buried over here. I can't get to them. But anyhow, I put them into one volume, into a 4 volume set, so that they now read concurrently. So that you don't, all the fans that were going back and forth, um, trying to match up the dates. Well, the dates now match, and it reads like one continuous story. So it was very cool. And there's also a 5th volume where I'm going to go in and update Ash and Sticks, and you'll find out what they've been doing for a while. So very cool. And again, if you go to yearofasheron.com, it has more. Oh, here we go. Do I ever identify with my characters? I identify with them. Am I in them? No. I mean, there's a little piece, I guess, of me in every character, but I want to be Simi. I don't identify with Simi. I would love to be Simi. What about you, Carol? Do you have a character you identify with that you write?
I don't think so. I think that I'm just a piece of all of them. It's a lot easier just to put little because however that personality is born, then that's how that little piece is in
Here's a great one. I'm going to let you do that one first, Carol. World building.
there. It's a lot easier if you don't over research your don't over research. Really, you can put enough hints and tips in there that the reader's like, "Oh, that's why that is," or "Oh my goodness, now I get it," or "Oh, that's why that happened." And then if you will get you over research, and then you want to put it on in there, and then you can't because you have written the history of your world. You have not created a story in that realm. So go through and you just get to a point to where you put a few little things in. Most of your universe is in your head, in a file on a computer, and something. And really, um, there's just not a lot that you have to worry about as far as universe rules, unless you're going to mess with the planets and stars, unless you only have women presidents for whatever reason. And then you can just go through and have that toss up. Oh, yeah, well, we have this because we've never been able to go through and get a man to make a decision. We got to make decisions quick on the fly because we're a small planet and da da da, whatever, this kind of stuff. Um, so then you don't have to go because magic, because you've given the reader these few little hints and tips. It's like, yeah, now I got it. Thanks.
I personally like the because of magic, but anybody who knows me, Carol, knows that I'm an obsessive world builder, and there is so much stuff you guys have never seen. Like, I have the entire Ichidian universe mapped out on a massive three-dimensional chart on my computer. So I can sit there and like fly between the planets, and I can track how long it would take me to get from one end to the other, and where all the wormholes are, and where all the space stations are. And these are things most of you will probably never see. And I have like, the timeline that's 300,000 years. And
Exactly.
I have all these languages that are conlang that I haven't even begun to use, but I may use in the future. And I've got dialects. And so to me, there is there is no because magic. Everything has to be dissected, trisected, quadruple, yeah, I'm that guy. I'm a horrible it's more fun to hold your questions than to write. That's basically it. When you're on deadline and your editor's going, "Where's the book? Where's the book?" That's when you go, "Because of magic."
Oh my goodness.
Alright, so the book that
Oh,
Ash to answer your question, the book that Ash's dad is gonna be in is the 5th volume of um, the Kickstarter. But don't worry, you don't have to buy the 5th volume to find out who Ash's dad is. It'll also be in Jaden's book, Shadows Within. So you'll find out in both books. But if you want to find out sooner, if you have the 5th volume of the multi the Kickstarter set, there we go.
you got this.
It'll be in there. I know, right? I've been doing that all day where it's like, for those who don't know, I'm in heavy writing mode, and Carol, you will be impressed. I actually did. I've done, and I'll hit over 20 today, but I'm like page 17 or something. I wrote my brother.
Nice.
That's with my brother bothering me. So we're
Yeah,
not
really.
visiting me.
Oh my God.
So yeah, I'm in writing fury. So my brain is still like where I left off. I have that
Hard
weird
to.
this is when Sherry puts the car keys in the refrigerator and I can't find anything. I'm in that mode where people are walking behind me going, "But why? But why?" It's like, or, like today, I couldn't find my cup. I've had 6 cups today because I keep putting them down. I don't know where they are when I go back for them. And I never really get asked this question, but Carol's seen it. I have a pool table, and when I'm in heavy think mode, I do laps. Why am I not thinner? Because I lap the crap out of that table. I mean, I think yesterday I walked 3.5 miles around the pool table.
Exactly.
So I've been in heavy writing mode, and my brain is like
Super.
Swiss cheese.
Yep. Yeah. Because when you slip into it, you just don't want to let go.
I know, yeah, and it's like this reality thing. I don't want to be here. Yeah.
There you go.
I'm gonna go downstairs and kill some people off. And I always love it. What do you do for a living? I'm a serial killer. I kill people over and over again.
Such strange people.
Luckily, they're on paper, so it doesn't really count. Yeah,
In all the worlds and all the universes, whatever.
I know, right? I still love that. Years ago, when I was writing Seize the Night, and my editor called me up, and she's like, "Sherry, there's a little bit of a problem. With this kind of head count, they'd be calling in the National Guard." I went, "More bodies!" Thank you. I didn't think about that. You're right. They would call in the National Guard. Demons be feasting. I like this. Oh, hey, Jax is with us tonight. Hello.
Mm.
Here's a good one. I don't know what they're going to start with
Oh,
yet. They're working on the script now. I know the script that I have seen is for Nick, and that one follows almost no, not it's pretty much close. I can't think of anything that they've altered. It's running the timeline of the book, so Infinity. Um, yeah, no, I'm trying. I'm sitting here going, no, no, it's almost verbatim from the book. It's
oh
amazing.
wow.
So yeah, they're keeping it very close. I'm sure they'll do the same thing with Dark Hunter, but probably, well, actually, I can probably answer this one. They will most likely do Kyrians only because there are no Dark Hunters in Julian, so it's kind of hard to do a Dark Hunter. It'd be a weird place to start, I think, if you started with Julian. Does this mean I might accidentally give you spoilers? It might. I don't know. Oh, this
uh,
is a good one. Carol, I'm going to let you answer this one first for Meg. What is the strangest thing you've had in your browser history? You should have some doozy.
I don't know that it's strange, but I have looked up dead peoples to go through and find out what we know of them and how we can how I can use them. I mean, I have looked up broken collarbone and gunshot
Oh,
wounds,
yeah.
and
Yeah. How
but
long
that's
it would
about.
take to get over from amnesia?
Yeah, I never gave anybody amnesia. We're good.
I don't think I did. I think I decided not to. I can't remember what the
Yeah, because it's a pain in the ass. You never know when it's going to click back over. It's
Oh,
not a
well,
permanent.
you go down those rabbit holes where you're like, "I'm gonna click to this," and then you end up like a vegetable site. You're like, "How did I get here?" You know?
Oh, this is
Um,
good for dinner. Let me write that down.
I know, right? Yeah, somehow I always end up on a recipe page. I don't know. I really don't.
That I don't have a problem with when I sit down to write, because Facebook, I only have Facebook and Pinterest on the computer. I don't have it on
Mm,
my phone, so I can't sit around and be on it.
yeah,
When
that's
I'm on a
true.
computer, it's pretty much business, so I have to do that.
But as you know, I can
Right.
on my system, and I will admit I do. So, but I learn all kinds of interesting things. I I don't know. I mean, I know what the ending of the whole series is, but there are so many characters right now in my head, and I still
Good
want to
question.
do. After Savitar, we're going to get into Armageddon, which is the kids of some of the characters, which should be very interesting. So I'm hoping not to have to write a conclusion, but I am also no longer young. Getting a little long in the tooth there. I may die before it concludes. If that happens, though, Maddox says he will write a final book so that everybody will know. I have left. So I'm starting to, and it's sad. We have to think about this, but I
Hmm.
have a composition book where I actually am making detailed notes for how this series ends, just in case. Because again, Sherry not getting younger. Yeah, I was looking. What was it that I was sent? One of the Rhine organizations. I've now been a member of it for 41 years. I'm so old. I'm so old.
You're
Yeah.
prolific. That's not old.
No, I'm old. I'm both. Well, I'm getting more prolific day by day. But That will depend on when we get it in, Stacy. We are still waiting for the books to come in. As soon as they hit our door, we volume 1 and 2 are both in production. I don't know where they are. I contacted the printer earlier today trying to find out, but we will ship out the first volume as soon as it comes in, probably the second volume too. So even so, hopefully you're gonna get them early. But I'm getting worried because we are at the first week of January, and don't have a tracking number yet. So
Wow.
yeah, they I'm hoping for nothing.
Okay.
There is a paper shortage. Did you know this? When I was ordering the books from Ingram, they've got a big thing up to warn us that right now there's a paper shortage. So, like the books that I just ordered to be reprinted, um, maybe take it. I forgot what they said. I think 6 to 8 weeks to get them.
Huh.
I know,
Interesting.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And then, yes, thank you, Carol. You always remind us of this. Thank you, thank you. And then I can neither confirm nor deny anything to do with Apollo. However, I will say Savitar's book is coming out. I will not confirm whether or not Apollonia is actually in the book. You'll have to wait and see who its heroine is. Oh no, it's going to be an Ash thing. I know it's something you don't know. And I feel so bad when I do that. It's like I will share, but I don't want to because I know there are people in the Apollonia camp, and I want to encourage everybody, so I cannot say anything. Oh, this is interesting. I don't know if that timeline is right or not because the timeline for Dark Hunter is really, especially the timeline that I have. You've got the timeline, and then you have the Nick timeline, and where they intersect. So my timeline is much more than 34 pages long. It's massive. Yeah, I tried to print it out one time. We had to stop. It was so many pages. Oh, here's
Oh
a
my
good
gosh.
one. I will let you answer this first, Carol. Who's your favorite author? Sherrilyn Kenyon. Sherrilyn Kenyon. You don't have to say.
Don't make me laugh.
You okay? You okay? Oh my God! I've killed Carol.
Exactly.
No,
Um, of course, I've been reading Sherry like most of y'all forever and ever. I like Ernest Hemingway. I love Rosemary Rogers.
no. Oh God! I used to slip her books out from under my mother. My mother sat on them like a chicken. They were underneath her book, or her not her book. Her books were underneath her bed, and she'd sit in there like, "What are you doing? Nothing. Nothing. Look that way, Mama Bird." Yeah.
Lord.
I read Carol, I read tons of people. Trying to ask a favor is kind of like picking my favorite
Yeah.
child. It
I was
depends
trying
on
to
the
think of how many of any one person I've read
I know,
most.
because, I was a huge Anne Rice fan. My
Yeah.
God, Stephanie Lawrence, there's so many great writers out there. Um, Gosh, yeah, starting with Chaucer, just so I can look impressive at end fairs. Madame de Trugurne Figanesa, many a sorront
Oh,
of a
Lord.
putta de Vigressa, et deca ma leva of your se fasna, for while would while you have a little space. Y'all want fries with that? I'm killing poor Carol. I do. I've been doing a lot of books, self-publishing while we were waiting for the longer books to come out because I have no control over my publishers in spite of the fact that I keep asking for dates and such. But yeah, like Born of Blood and all of these are independently published. Um, I don't know how many I've done at this point. Carol, do you have any idea?
What's that?
How many books I've independently published? I got this one too, Eve of Destruction. I have many.
Yeah, that one I know. I don't have a
Yeah,
clue.
I
Yeah.
mean, how many did I do this year? Like 4 or 5?
Yeah, I
I mean,
think so.
they're shorter than the
Right.
big books because I don't wanna get in trouble with my publisher who owns the big books, but, no, I mean, I've done tons of them, so and I hope to
Yeah.
do many more. And Carol,
Hmm.
well, I met a little girl today. What I said, well, she's 16 years old, young writer. They were asking if there were any writing groups since we're on here. Carol, do you know anybody for a young writer? I couldn't think of any. Almost all the writer groups, I know you have to be 18 or 21 to join them.
No,
Would
not
you-
unless you create one. I mean,
Yeah, I know there
that's what I
should
had to
be
do down here. But
right.
yeah.
There should be more for young people because we had one when I was in high school, but like you said, it was me and a bunch of my friends who did it. Um, but yeah, I mean, that's what I told her. I said I had to wait till I was 18 to join GRW, and that seemed like the longest wait of all time. It's like birthday, I'm going to join. You know.
Hmm.
Oh my gosh. Okay, that is interesting. I'm sorry. I'm reading over here going, well, that's interesting. Okay, here's what I was reading. The more you say you're dying and fueled by ruining people's days for fun can keep you alive longer. Okie dokie. My mom died young though, so my mom was not that old. And my mother did like to wreck people's days. That was her. As a
But
little
she
kid, I
didn't run
did.
around saying she was dying.
Oh no, she did.
Oh,
No,
did
no,
she?
no. That's what I wanted to put on her tombstone. Was I told you punks I was sick, and my brother's like, no, just no. But mom would think it was funny. 'Cause yeah, my mother was not the kindest and nurturing of souls.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. No, we that should have been on there. I like it. It's beloved mother. It should have been beloved mother and then up under it. I told you little punks I was sick. Mama would have appreciated it. I'm just saying.
Interesting. Interesting.
Oh yeah, yeah. So definitely didn't work in the case of my parents.
Mm-mm-mm. Exactly.
Ah, here's another good one.
We're gonna put that in the oldie but goodie pile right there.
I know I can write a book or I can write a companion. Um, yeah. By the time I write a companion, 3 more books will hopefully have come out, and
And it'll
then
be
we're in the
outdated.
same boat as the last one. I would like to do an updated companion, but also too, God, can you imagine? It'd have to be a multi-volume set. I've tried to do this online, but again, it's a time thing because the hardest thing for a writer, as Carol knows, and those of you who write, as y'all know, is
Right.
dividing your time between actually writing the books that you guys want to read and doing all of the support stuff that goes with it. Writing copy, doing marketing plans, and all of those. And then, but I would love to be able to put an encyclopedia online one day. And I've tried so many times to get that up there because I know the fans have done them, but I got more information that I would like to have out than you guys even know. If I could just find some way to get the encyclopedia online, I would gladly. Yeah, but right now I got to get caught up on the books that you guys want to read before I can think about doing anything like with a companion. Ah, this is a good one. Who and what decides who becomes Chthonian? Nobody knows. Chthonians are just born. Okay, here's my magic answer. There's no rhyme or reason. Nobody assigns a Chthonian. They just happen. And we're going to get way into the Chthonians and the mythology and all when I'm doing Savitar. But yeah, that is magic there. That's one thing. Nobody assigns a Chthonian. It just happens. And yes, we are trying to get more league at night. I'm not sleeping at night. I've been sleeping in my armchair so that I can wake up in the middle of the night and start typing a little bit and then wake up and do it again. So we're trying. I am trying to get caught up as quickly as possible. Aw. Thank you, Anne Marie. That is so sweet. Aw. Aw. We love you too, girl. Thank you. You
Thank
too,
you.
man.
Right. Uh, this stuff has got to go
Oh,
away.
happy birthday, Cheryl.
Happy birthday.
Aw. But yes, oh my gosh. Yeah, this I'm trying to do. I actually have a friend of mine who helped to do the first set of books, and we're hoping to get more of them. But again, it also takes time, so much time.
True.
Oh, in Dallas, we're going. Are we going here? We're Readers and Ritas. We Are you going to be there, Carol, or is that Nancy with me?
That's November.
November. You gone again to my favorite place,
Well,
lunch?
right now they're talking about it being canceled. So,
Oh my God, are they canceling it for real?
yeah, they're talking about the supply chain issues and stuff. They're not going to get the boat ready in time.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah. We haven't heard
Oh
anything official
no.
from Carnival yet, but it's been leaked out to the press. So it might be the three of us again.
Okay, that would, and hopefully Carol will not be sick.
Hmm.
Oh, Becky, thank you. I'm sorry I made you get a bigger one, but not. I'm hoping to make you add more shelves.
No, right? I want to get the barrister bookshelves that have the glass fronts in them so they don't even get dusty.
Oh yeah, I know, right? I have some of those. I
And they're
love
so
those
cute.
bookshelves. You haven't seen my awesome bookshelves. It's right, you never got to go to my old house.
No,
Yes, I have those bookshelves. They just don't fit.
I know, right?
Not high enough in this house for them, sadly. I know. I know.
Mm-mm-mm.
Board of Rage should be out on audio. If not, I know we sold audio rights for Born of Rage, so it should be out or coming out. I'll have to check with Tanya on that. Here, I'm going to let you answer that one first,
Hmm.
Carol. To you.
Well, I guess I just the character that I hate the most, although hate's a very strong term, is of course the bad guy. Not because he's a bad guy, but because he wants to take what he's done and just sell it to the highest bidder. There's like no moral compass as far as he's concerned. He doesn't care who he uses, what happens to him, this kind of thing. That's why he wants to do it. So that's the one I probably hate the most. That's easiest. And which of the characters do I like the most? I like Manny. I like Rain in the other series. I like any woman who's overcome odds to go through and make it. And I try to write that into him. So that's what I do.
For me, probably Apollo for the hate the most. I don't really hate any character. I mean,
Right.
I understand them, so it's kind of hard to say I hate them. Um, except for Apollo, because he is a little hard to swallow. Yeah. I wanted Prometheus him one day, maybe. Anyway, I like most. Well, I used to say they're like my children, and I could never pick one, but now we know I do have a favorite child or grandchild. But I only have one, so until another grandchild comes along, I do have a favorite child now. Um, but no, my characters, it's still, I don't think I could ever pick a favorite character because I love them for each and so many different reasons. Oh, this is adorable. Tell your brother I said hi.
Oh
That is
my
so
goodness.
awesome. Thank you. I love it. For the Kickstarter, yeah, they are because it's actually just one long continuous story. There's really no reason to rename them because it is just at acts Oh my god. Ash and Six. I even combined their names. Um,
Uh-huh.
so, but yeah, because it's just one long novel for 4 volumes, it's just going to be volume 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 5 may have a different one, but maybe not. That's the hiccups. Are y'all hearing my hiccups?
No, you've been doing
Okay,
really good.
good. They're quiet hiccups. They're very,
Okay.
they scare me, Carol. Scare me. Don't die though, but scare me.
Exactly.
I will let you answer this one first, Carol. Do you have a book that is particularly close to your heart?
I do not. I think by the time I get through revisions and edits, I'm done.
Really?
Yeah. Yep. I'm just like, no, no, go, shoo, shoo. That story's been told. Let's go to the next story.
I don't
So,
know. My favorite is always the one I just finished.
yeah, see?
Mostly because it's like giving birth for 6 months. It's the longest labor in history, and it's like, "Ah, it's done. You're my favorite. Time to
Yep.
go through this again."
No, seriously, butt in chair and you miss out with food and oh my goodness, yeah. It's a good
Right?
idea though.
That is true.
I like that.
Um,
I like that viewpoint.
Becky, we are trying to or getting someone who's reliable who can do the figurines and all has proven to be a bit of a challenge. So I'm always looking for new manufacturers and such, but yeah, so far we don't have them yet.
Hmm, that's not very good.
Aw, I am so sorry, Ashley. I hope things are getting better. Because yeah, it y'all have gotten me through some tough times.
Yeah,
All of
buddy.
you, especially this lady over here who kept me sane during some really dark moments in my life. So no, I would not be here without all y'all. So
And
thank you
all
guys.
y'all's connections and tuned in and that's so cool.
Right? Oh,
Yeah.
let's see. I know. I'm sorry. I'm reading and trying to find the next one. There's so many. So y'all are so
Hmm.
talkative tonight, which is good. Okay, here. I guess this is a good one. How much of your rights to your books do you sell? Uh,
Hmm.
not you don't really sell them. You license them, and it depends on what you're licensing. If you're talking about traditional book publishing contract, um, there are certain clauses in there. Um, I can't compete. I have to, things like the ash and sticks thing. Had to get their permission to do. But no, really, the books are yours. I mean, the characters are. Well, no, I'm gonna back that train up a minute. Be careful in your contracts because I do know, and it happened to me too early in my career. You can lose your characters and you can lose your world. It just depends on the terms you negotiate. Um, so, you know, and a lot of times, I mean, I could probably do some of the things I do without permission. To me, it's just safer to ask permission. Um, and publishers are very laid back. I mean, a lot of times they'll let you do certain things, but sometimes they won't. So it depends on where you are in your career. It depends on the contract you sign. Um, yeah, there's really no good definitive answer for that. It just depends on, every contract's a little different. Some things are always going to be boilerplate in contracts, like they're always going to have an indemnity clause, they're always going to have a venue clause. They're always going to tell you that the state of New York, if it's a New York contract, okay, if it's not a New York contract, this won't apply. But all the New York houses will tell you that New York laws are going to apply to their contracts. So yeah, it really depends. That's a toughie of a question. It's a good question, but it's not an absolute one. Oh my God, Kara's being bloodthirsty tonight. Ouch. Oh my God. Yeah, that's probably true. Oh God, that's so bad. That is so bad. That is so bad. I can't believe we went there. Oh my God. Yeah, it's been that kind of day. Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Carol, I'll let you answer this one first.
No, everybody's in a good hot long hiatus for now. So we're not very chatty. I do have the next one, like, I know where we're going to go with it. They've talked to me that far, so all I have to do is just sit down and start typing, and we'll get that fixed up, and then we're ready to go. But you have many more characters than I do.
Yes, and they're all in my head going, now, 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 now. Is that not annoying? Imagine being me. I'm
Yep,
feeling really schizophrenic here lately. Yet,
I know,
no,
right?
I've got about 6 characters screaming at me. That's why I'm writing
Wow,
like a demon today because I've got to get to that. Yeah, it's like, quit. I am. I feel like I'm losing my. I feel like a Twilight Zone character at this point. All right, Carol, I'm going to let you answer that one first. How do you overcome burnout or severe doubt?
right. Writing will go through and overcome the doubt, because once you've proven to yourself you can sit down and put sentences and paragraphs together, you got that. As far as burnout, not real sure how you could burn out writing. Um, I mean, I guess it's possible, like, uh, writer's block, hit a writer's block.
Yeah,
Then that would be the time when your brain is going, okay, then there's an issue here that we're not copacetic about, because really you write in a child's headspace, no matter what you write, because those are the stories we heard when we were little, and these are stories we're telling now. So that little child's headspace would be like, well, if I don't want to go through and talk to these people, I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna play. I gotta take a time out, and then that's what they're gonna do. Um, but once you sit down and write, I couldn't not write because I couldn't not write because we had to write. We had to write in school. We had to write journals. We had to do sprints. We had to do. I mean, it was just a thing. My first job as a warehouseman when I was 17, I think, in Pennsylvania, I worked for IBM, and they had shipping boots. So on the front of these cardboard shipping boots, I would go through and write like 3 sentences, and I would just stuff my stuff in there and send it on its way. Well, then by the time that boot come back to me, people all across the East Coast had gone through and added something to that boot, and I would take it over to the copier and copy it. Those are the coolest little stories. So even if you write a little thing and make a collection of them, then then there's your doubt. It's all gone because you did that already. Look what you did. Even if it's a bunch of little stories. If you get in and sit down and do the big story. But that burnout, like, um, writer's block, is that little kid going through and saying, well, okay, I don't know. Maybe I don't want to do this just now. So I'm going to do this, and then give yourself a break. A hot drink, a cold drink, alcoholic drink, prop your feet up, get
swimming,
a mani pedi.
swimming, swimming is a good way.
Yeah, swimming. I used a hot tub. I don't know how much stuff that I went through and talked over in a hot tub, and then argued with Jim about, no, that's not going to work because la la la. But yeah, anytime you can get away and put your head in the other space, then the kid will come back to you. So that burnout shouldn't even be a blip until you've got stories there lined up for you.
I don't
You
know.
can do this, well, for the Lord.
I've had a
Hmm?
lot of friends who suffer burnout, but it's usually anger at the industry. It'll wear you down like anything in life. I mean, there are good days and bad days, and sometimes the bad stuff way outweighs the good ones. Um, so burnout is one of those. Burnout's a whole different animal for overcoming. And I don't have any suggestion for that. I mean, hopefully in time you'll be okay. Severe doubt is a whole other problem. Um, because and I keep going through this with my son who's writing his book. You know, every time you finish a book, you forget how you did it. And writing's one of the few jobs that I know of where you're like, okay, I wrote this and it's big and it's thick. How do I write the next one? I don't remember what I did. I don't want to do the same thing. I got to do something different. What have I done? Um, and then imposter syndrome is a very real thing for writers. And you're going, okay, really, I know how to do this. And you have to pep talk yourself constantly. The best thing you can have are friends who will go, no, you don't suck. Go write the book and quit whining because I'm
That's
mad at
right.
you. Stop the whine.
You've done too many of these. It's a habit now. Go
Would you
feed your
like
habit.
to with your wine, bitch? Go. Sorry, Googling. But yeah, no, it's like, we've heard enough from you. Go write the book. So yeah,
So happy writing.
happy writing. I might watch it.
Oh,
Okay, regarding contracts, was there ever been? Oh yes, yes, there have been, and I will leave it at that. And wish you luck, Carol. You want to add anything to that?
no, because none of them were big enough. I had to worry about them going through and giving it to somebody else. I'm all
I'm glad you
this
think that.
thing. Yeah,
Mm,
really. Um, and
yeah,
then um, and then I went self. So unless Amazon is going to go through and give it away, which I doubt, they get a million
I
every
can
day.
never know. You
They
never
get a
know.
million every day. They're not going to be in there.
Have you read those contracts?
Yeah.
Anyway, are the figures of Ash, Styx, and Urian still available? Sadly, no. Sorry, I think they all were. Actually, that's a question for Skyland Arts, but I don't. I didn't get a set, so I'm assuming they don't have any. I know. I wish
Huh.
I should have ordered a set. I meant to, thought I had, and then it's like, oh, I did not. I swear I thought I ordered a set. I have my prototypes, but I don't have an actual set of them.
Oh.
I know. I'm very sad about that.
Well, after we got out of the con, I was ready to super glue that together.
Would you ever go back to write under a pseudonym? Sherrilyn Kenyon is a pseudonym. That is no longer my name. My name is Sherrilyn Queen. So I guess the answer to this is yes. Yeah, I know. That was kind of fun. I actually cringe every time I have to go by Kenyon. That's okay. I'm getting better. I'm getting more used to it. It's my name. I built it.
There you
Oh
go.
my God. Do you know Elizabeth, who has a booth across from us at
Hmm.
DragonCon? I love her because a woman. Oh God, what was how did they phrase the question? It was the best answer of all time. Oh my gosh. Okay, I am tired. Um, oh, they came up and asked her if she had created her outfit that she was wearing, and she's like, "Baby, I bought every piece of this." But I love her attitude when she said it. It was like, oh, she's so wonderful. I love her. She's one of my favorite people. Oh my gosh. Here's another good one. I'm in the process of writing a book. I'm afraid to finish it. I'm afraid that I'm not doing it right by my characters, and it somehow makes the story feel wrong. Carol, you want to go first?
have, hmm. Have you had anybody else look at it? Even a friend, mom, dad, um, because I used my mom when I first started writing. Um,
That's because you had a kind mother.
well, I don't know. I had a mom who liked to read, so she could go through and tell me. She would tell
My
me.
mom
She would
liked
be
to write
honest.
too. Yeah, my
Yeah,
mom was cool on it. Sorry, I'm going to stop
I
you right
know,
there.
right? Yeah, yeah.
I was afraid
Um,
of my mother.
do you know what the finish is? If you know what the finish is, then go through and tie it out. Just the end right here. If it leads into another, either short story, novella, even another novel, then take what your thoughts are and put it in the bag. Give it a couple spaces and go ahead and put it in there. And then hand it to somebody or send it to somebody, email it to somebody, and go through and say, if you got time, please look over this and tell me if it all makes sense, if it all works right. And that's your first That's your first line. So if they're not your cheerleader, then they need to go through and look at it and go, yeah, but um, Patty Sue, when she got here, she changed this way, and she really was this way, and then she needs to kind of stay this way. You know what happened to your character there, and that kind of thing. Um, they can go through and see what you don't because you will have worked this into mashed potatoes. Trust me, I've been there. It's mashed potatoes. It doesn't even make sense when I read it anymore. That's why that first couple of I'm not in love with any of them. They're not the favorite. Like Sherry said, that if you get to the end of that book, then it's like hum hallelujah, we got it. Whew, we're finished, and you just wait for the next voice to jump in. But but you are not the person to see this. Somebody outside is the person to see this.
Very true. Maddox suffers from that a lot. He's on, I think, his ninth edition of the second book he has under contract. He actually,
No.
oh no, no, for Secret War, God bless him. So the editor came back and went, "I've got your editorial letter ready," and he's like, "Let me rewrite the whole book." He didn't even look at the letter. He's just like, "I need to rewrite it. I know it was the first draft. I know, I know, I know." Um, Yeah, and he's a fabulous writer. I think we all suffer from that. I mean, it's your baby, and you know that when you send it's just like having a real kid. Not everybody's going to love your babe. My mom had a saying going, "Honey, you ain't a $20 bill. They ain't gonna love you." It's like, thank you, mom, thank you. And amazingly, I'm still able to hold my head up in public, but which is why I'd never send my mom anything to read. Um, but hopefully your mom's more like Carol's mom and is very sweet to you.
No,
Um,
I didn't say she was sweet. I said she was honest.
oh,
There's a
well, my
difference.
mother was honest too, but I brutal honest. Anyhow, but um, yeah, I mean, what I always tell Maddie, because I'm unlike my mother, very nurturing. Nurturing, you can fix a broken page or a bad page, but you can never fix a blank one. I don't care how bad it is, get it down because you can't go back and edit it until you've got it finished. So finish it. You know, every time you go through an editorial process, you'll come up with a new idea. Sometimes you come up with entire new characters. I've done that too, where it's like, we need Simi. Um, you know, or God, I'm trying to think of one of the books where a character just a good one going way back in my career. Seawolves, when I was doing the original Morgan Drake's book. I can't think of the title at the moment. But anyhow, it's that long ago. But when I was writing it, Black Jack was just kind of he didn't even have the name. His name was Gabriel. So I mean he was really just kind of a walk-on character. And at some point he came in and said, "Hey, little writer, come over here. My name is Black Jack Reese, and I'm not a Gabriel." And he just, took over that whole. I was afraid when I was writing Morgan's book that he was going to so overshadow the hero. That's why I had to go back and write his at which was his book was set because he had been a pirate a lot longer before Morgan's book. I had to go back and tell his story because he just ran onto the page larger than life and basically took it over. So, but again, you can't fix a blank page. You've got to have something down to sculpt with. So whatever it takes to get to that end, don't be afraid. I mean, you really, again, what Maddie suffers with, not everybody's going to love your baby. And it hurts. There's nothing more gutting as an author. Yeah, Carol knows this, than to be told somebody hated what you did because you put your gut, you put your soul, and we spend so long crafting these, doing the best we can by them, and we want everybody to go, "Oh my god, it's the best book ever." People come up to me all the time and they go, I know it's no, 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 I don't hear that enough. Tell me. So, yeah. Um, just finish it because you will find your audience. I mean, you're going to find your audience, and it's going to be something that somebody needed to read that day. And keep that in mind, whatever you're doing. And I know believe me, nobody knows this is harder than me and Carol do. But you will find that audience. Keep writing whatever it takes.
Yes.
I am putting in, whoops, there you go. I'm putting in concedits at
Okay.
Gmail for Carol.
So for Werewolf and um, Tamala, if you guys want to send me like the first 3 chapters, whatever this you got, I will look it over and then send it back to you with comments, and you'll be able to see where you're going from there.
Yeah. And this is an easy one. One day. Yeah, I actually know who she is, and yeah, you. God, I may put it. If it's not in Ren's book, it's going to be.
Fangirls always encouraged me.
Fangirling what?
Meg's like, so fangirl against encouraged, huh?
Yes, Megan. Next time I see you, I
Yes, it
expect,
is.
please remember. I spent time tonight with my brother. I need some fangirling
There you
or
go.
fanboying.
And our
I
famous
love.
Western writer says she loved your mom.
Oh, is Kim on here?
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
mother loved Kim more than she loved me. She was nice. I
Oh,
love
Lord.
my mother. I love my mother. I do. I do. And I'd kill anybody who said anything bad about her. But my mom was on steroids. I love her. Oh no, I hear my baby up there. Oh, here we go. Carol, I will let you go first on this one.
Mhm. Make sure you get an editor so that it looks good.
Oh yeah.
Please get an editor so that it looks good. Um, you can you can submit to the publishers, online publishers that there were many more a little while ago. Now there's not so many. And then they will go through and take the book and put a cover on it, go through and do your artwork for you, go through and upload it. They're going to upload it on Amazon because that's the distribution center that they use. Um, and you can go that way. And then you're going to pay them like 40% and then another percent on top of that because that's what they did. So you don't actually pay them, but they take it out in royalties. One of my girls in my writing group has had her book up almost a year, and she hasn't made the cap for them to cut her check.
Mm.
So she's waited a whole year for that to happen. So pretty much this time, because this is her third book, I'm just going to take her to Amazon and I'm going to upload it and say, here you go. Then now we need to go through and advertise it on. And then you have to advertise it everywhere because nobody else does this. Everybody has to market themselves. And I'm learning. I'm not great, but there you go.
And it doesn't matter if you're independently published or traditionally published, you're going to have to learn how to market.
Yeah,
Sadly.
yep, exactly.
And that really is the best advice I can give you is, well, and read all contracts, whether you're going through Kindle, Ingram, or a traditional house. Remember, nobody's going to watch your back like you do. So, even the best agents in the world will occasionally miss something. Always make sure you know and know contract law, understand publishing law. Um, just learn everything you can, really. And I know it's daunting because there is so much to learn and there's so much out there. But that's why I always encourage people to join things like Georgia Romance Writers or SIFWA, Science Fiction Writers of America, or Horror Writers of America. The more you can interact with other writers, while at times I know that I've had friends in the past who suffered because they're like, well, they're doing so much better in their career than I am. Don't do that, because trust me, every no career is perfect. Everybody has hills that they've got to climb. Um, and just because they're not paying their dues at that moment, the dues will come. Believe me, I've
That's
been
right.
doing this professionally now for 40 years. So, oh God, it's longer than that. Anyway, but over 40 years. Um, and just keep writing. Don't ever lose faith. Believe in yourself. Believe in your characters. Um, Learn everything you can. Why are you laughing at me?
Because I was just reading about you're not allowed to get sick for the rest of the new year.
I agree with that
if I,
statement because
if I keep this, I'm going to be good.
when you're
Exactly.
sick, I lose my
That's what I'm
buddy.
doing.
That's not good. That's
Uh,
not good. That's how I ended up with my brother here tonight.
Ah, hello, Stevie.
Sabine, I know I love my brother. Sabine, I'm so glad you're here with us. Thank you. I don't know how amazing I am, but I apparently did make some
Wow.
really good chili because my brother walked off with all of it, so I have no leftovers now. Yeah, and he took all my leftovers, so I am now cleaned out. I gotta cook tomorrow. Or eat salad. Maybe I'll eat salad.
I'm guessing.
Oh, here you go. Nico Nat wanted to know.
Um, since we were talking, going through people not, it's called, what is it called? Some syndrome,
Imposter syndrome.
imposter syndrome, because we're not supposed to be.
I know well.
But if you get a little neutral feedback, and that's why I put it up there, had Sherry put it up there for y'all. Send me the first 3 chapters, and I will go through them and then send them back to you. And then we can discuss things back and forth. But then you should be good to go.
Yep. And hey,
Yes,
Mark, my buddy, we are going to be not just me, Carol. Carol, if she doesn't die, and you better not die.
I'm not going to die on you.
We will both be back in Huntsville in
I
March.
know,
We are
right?
so looking forward to this. I know, right?
Yes. Yeah. What's Stevie busy doing?
There we go. He is actually working on that. So, yeah, that's what my brother's doing. He's working on that.
Oh, my
Oh my
goodness.
goodness. I love my brother. He's amazing. We were talking about that. He wants to do more music videos. So, he's been talking to his friend who did the old ones.
Oh,
Yeah, that
wow.
would be cool. And I know that you were sick. Believe it or not, it's been an hour now. So, I know it went for me. It went fast. You're over there going, no, no,
Hello.
no.
Uh,
For me, it was really, really quick.
it's
But
horrible. I could have gone through that.
oh gosh, but yeah, we do love you guys. We will be live in
Yes.
Huntsville. We're doing
And I will
Pensacon.
be better next week.
That is true. Well, no, you're not doing Pensacon. I'm doing Pensacon, right?
I
You're on
did
a
say
cruise
that last week. Yeah, no.
ship.
Is
So yeah,
Pensacon next week?
no, it's in February.
Oh, okay.
That's my next event is Pensacon. It's I want to say toward the end of February. You're looking. I have no idea.
What is it?
Pensacon. I think it's
Is
around.
it the
Is it
24th
the
and
week?
25th?
Yeah, I was going to say the week after Valentine's Day, but it's a little
Yeah.
longer. But yeah, so I will be there. There's no we. There's me.
Yes. No, there's no we this time. I don't know who you have. You can
I
take
be.
Keith.
I'll take Nancy. If Nancy's like, beach, beach. Oh, you know I'm coming.
Yeah, you
But
won't be able to
anyway,
get her off.
no,
I'm
no, no,
sorry,
no.
I'm a vampire. I can't go to the beach in a sunny day.
Oh yeah, that's true. She is allergic. For those who don't know, that lady is allergic to daylight.
Yes.
Seriously, just to bundle up like nobody's business on the beach. But okay. But yeah, and then we will all be together in Huntsville. We are so looking forward to that because that was so much fun last year. We had the
Mm-hmm.
best time there. Oh my gosh, I'm dying to go back to that little cafe thing.
Okay.
Remember the coffee shop? That was delicious. So but anyway, I'm going to let this poor lady go to bed now because she's dying. Thank you all for joining us. You who are writing, keep your
Yes,
spirits
yes,
up.
yes.
Trust me, I believe I suck all the time. Carol's job is to go, you don't suck. So I'm telling you now, you don't suck. Keep writing, keep writing. We need more good books. But
That's right.
anyway,
You got
we are glad y'all are with us. Thank you
that.
so much.
Mm-hmm.
See y'all
Yep.
next time.